Well, welcome back to the program. Time for that conversation of the night right here on Pledge Watch. And now, the MCAs are pillars of devolution and should maintain close contact with the electorates. They should constantly consult them on issues before or under discussion in the county assembly. A majority of them, though, likely, like any other politicians, will disappear once elected, only to reappear 5 years later, seeking for re-election. So Pledge Watch strives to remind the leadership of its core mandate by putting them to task on promises they made. We ask what they have fulfilled, what they have not, and why. So tonight, Tudor MCA Tobias Samba is on board as he represents his people. As expected is what we'll be asking. Remember, Tudor Ward is in Vita constituency and one of the sub-counties ravaged by COVID-19. So we shall have the conversation with the MCA or the area MCA here tonight. So welcome on board once again. Remember, it's important that you interact with us. Hashtag Pledge Watch. And Mushimiwa, are you there?
Yes, I'm there. Thank you so much, Linda.
Thank you so much. How are you this evening?
I'm good, and you?
I am also doing very well, but of course, still having lots of questions in regard to COVID-19, and I think that should be our first question. Mombasa has about 424 cases reported so far. As of April 18th and as of today, Vita topped the list in COVID-19 cases in Mombasa. And of course, the number continues to go up. So, Tudor sits in the constituency. What has the local leadership done to ensure that this is tamed or to address this?
Yes, Linda. Once again, I'm glad. I'm glad at least for today. It's my first time for such like an interview.
Oh yeah, thank you.
And as you've introduced me, I'm the MCA for Tudor Ward. Mm-hmm. And also I happen to be the chair for the Youth, Gender, Sports and Cultural Affairs mm-hmm. in the Assembly. Mm-hmm. And as you just said, actually Mombasa has been hit hard, but not that much hard. I think when the COVID-19 started, our governor and the government of Mombasa, we came out strong, and the governor gave out a strong message that we were ready and able to deal with the COVID-19. Yeah. And so far, as we are all aware that part of Mombasa town has been declared, has been under curfew for some time mm-hmm. For the containment, for the spread of the virus. Actually, the local leadership has tried. We have partnered with the local leadership, including the area MP, mm-hmm. The governor himself, and well-wishers on board. And we also have a Shofco. Shofco, it's an NGO. We've done so many things. Mm-hmm. And when we realized that Mombasa has been hit, and when we first realized, we confirmed the first case in Mombasa, mm-hmm. the government called for an emergency meeting, and several measures together with the government guidelines were discussed. Mm-hmm. And as a result, as I'm speaking to you, my ward has a isolation center. Technical University of Mombasa was turned to be an isolation center, mm-hmm. and we've tried to have water washing tanks, or rather tanks or baskets in most of the major entries of estates and slums and areas. We've also come up with the measures to do it. We gave out some of the sanitizers, right. and sensitization has also been going on. And Linda, my ward, the area that I represent, was the biggest slum. And right. Since we started dealing with the COVID-19 cases, mm-hmm. I'm telling you, it hasn't been easy on us, and it hasn't been smooth on us. We have been trying. Right. And despite us having that, all those kinds of, still the number is still increasing on and on.
All right. But, of course, this creates more fears. And as it is, you say the numbers are increasing, much as you earlier on said that, of course, it's not as bad. And we then ask, I mean, about 75 or more % of the cases are local transmissions. So You said, of course, lots of sensitization has been done, but what sensitization has been put towards ensuring that people come out to test? Because, of course, there have been mass testing programs that have been put. But then again, we still have reports of apathy. I mean, sometimes some of them actually present false information. What is being done to ensure that people are out here testing?
Actually, Linda, the fear, initially there were some fears, and most of the people feared volunteering themselves to go for the test. And that one was as a result they were to cater for their own cost.
Right.
So that one made a lot of people to fear for the testing. And as a result of that, the county government of Mombasa, led by the governor himself, declared that anyone who would volunteer for the testing, the county government will cater for the cost. And the response was good. Actually, in my ward, Mheshimiwa Abdulswamad did we had some testing here for the 2 consecutive weeks. And as a result of that, that is why you can see the numbers and the actual result is coming out, because people have now given up themselves, they volunteered themselves to at least go for testing, so that at least when you know your status, it is better for you and for your family and for the surrounding around you.
Let's talk about the facilities briefly. And you mentioned that, of course, in your ward, there's an isolation center. I mean, we need to get to know the developments as it stands right now. And the biggest fear then would be Tudor Sub-County Hospital has not been in the best of shape for the longest of time, amid promises, of course, from you when you were, of course, trying to campaign and, you know, trying to tell people the things that you're going to do, the things that you incorporated in your manifesto. So as we take a look at the health facilities, would you say that the people should be confident that indeed their health is well taken care of?
Yeah, actually, Linda, if you come to Mombasa, and the best hospital they'll refer you after Coast General will be Tudor Sub-County Hospital. And so many changes were done, and the facilities face uplift was also done. And the machineries, everything that was missing initially. I think for now, Tudor Sub-County Hospital is at a good position, a better place than before.
All right,
yeah.
That's pretty much good. So any developments, you know, something different that probably Mombasa County and your ward is doing towards ensuring that we deal with COVID-19? I mean, different from what has happened right from the word go.
Actually, you see, Linda, what they say that information is power.
Yeah.
And as I stated before, that I represent the ward that is mostly the bigger area, or rather the larger area of it is is a slum. So we have taken an initiative, me as the area MCA, together with my staffs and the entire local leadership. We've been going around doing sensitization, and each and every time we're going around, we also arm ourselves with the sanitizers, face masks. So at least by people seeing us every now and then passing the same message, they're getting used to it, so that they see the sensitivity around the COVID-19. They're taking such measures, and I'm glad that for now it is quite different when it all started.
All right.
When it all started, there were some fears. There were some fears, and people were afraid. People thought that COVID-19 is a death penalty. Now, when we came also to realize that there are some recoveries that, when you follow the guidelines properly, you can recover from that. That one has also given out some confidence in people. So at least there is hope. So unlike cancer and other diseases that kill diseases, to us, we don't treat COVID-19 as a killer disease, but or rather it's just like any other disease or other infection that can be taken care of.
All right. You have mentioned that, of course, your ward hosts a slum, and we've seen slums across the world, having their standards elevated. We've seen them actually being transformed to big cities. I would doubt if, you would confidently stand to say that indeed, as a leader, you still view your ward as a slum area, yet there's nothing much that you're doing. So let's cross over to the matters of development. What are you doing to ensure that you transform Tudor to becoming a better place?
Actually, slums in my area, there is a plan, there is a scheme, that's a slum upgrade. Slum upgrade that is being led by, it is being championed by the county government of Mombasa Department of Housing.
Right.
And actually, as we speak, there were some of the construction that would have started by now, but not directly to slums. We were starting by, first of all, by uplifting, or rather facelifting the area, the houses that are being run by the county government, the ones we usually say at municipal houses. And then after that, we'll go to the slums upgrade, because the work plan is out and the plans are ready. We're just waiting for, there was some of the compensation that was supposed to be done, so that at least when you are evacuated, we just don't rubbish you like that, but at least there are some of the cash that you are supposed to receive. But we are yet to agree. We are yet to agree with the residents, so that we don't want it to backfire on us. We are still on the agreement process.
Okay, Mheshimiwa, as you agree, it becomes pretty much hard to get these transformations when you're looking at a situation where the roads are not in the best of shape. We do not have the best of markets. Of course, I mean, there's no leverage for small business enterprises. Security is questionable. You look at situations whereby the youths are grappled on matters, drugs. I mean, how best can you confidently say that you can win this fight and transform Tudor in the event that we still are struggling with such?
No, Linda, I don't know who told you that in Tudor we are struggling with the issue of insecurity. In Tudor we don't struggle with the issue of insecurity.
All right.
I don't know who told you that the roads in Tudor are bad. The roads in Tudor, the ones that are bad are under repair. And also,
that is the point. Yes.
Yeah, they are under repair, and we are also trying to come up with the small business entrepreneurs empowerment programs. That actually I'm very happy, because were it not for the COVID-19, at least we would have taken some steps ahead.
Yeah.
And also issues to do with the market in Tudor ward, we don't have markets, but the supplementary budget for the 2019-2020 that we just passed recently, we are happy for now, because it will be catered for. It has been factored into the supplementary budget.
Right.
So as far as I'm concerned, the Tudor, it's a security issue we've dealt with, because we are working we are working in partnership with the national government, the Office of the Chief, Office of the OCS, Office of the Deputy County Commissioner. So in Tudor, the only challenge that we face as Tudor residents is job for our youths.
Yes, and what exactly are you doing to ensure that there's job creation when you look at a situation where there's been perennial cases of youths abusing drugs and engaging in...
Linda. Yeah. When you talk about youths and joblessness, it seems that nowadays when you talk about youths, you can't fail to address issues to do with joblessness. And recently, as a fight to curb the COVID-19, the president gave out some manual jobs to be done within the areas, within the ward, within the county. And I'm happy the program took on well, and actually for now youths are smiling. And Linda, I don't want it to end there. Right. And that is why I'm trying to come up with a bill. The bill is somehow the same with the National Youth Service, but I'm contemplating to have Mombasa Youth Service, Mombasa County Youth Service. Mombasa County Youth Service might be just a replica of the NYS. But the main purpose of doing this, I just don't want after this pandemic, after the COVID-19, our youth should also go back at home and start being jobless. no, I want the county government to accommodate the same youths who are there, so that at least the work should continue, because the work that they are doing, I don't think whether someone needs an experience to sweep. I don't think whether someone needs an experience to clear the drainage. So at least we should engage our youths every now and then. Yes.
All right. There's little knowledge about the funds that are at the disposal of the people of, respective counties, respective constituencies, respective wards. Poor knowledge of government affirmative action funds, WESO funds, county government business startup funds. I mean, what are you doing to ensure that the people of your ward, first of all, are able to access these funds that have been channeled towards helping them, and most importantly, are aware of the availability of the same?
Linda, the issues to do with the fund that will help youth develop, or will make youth at least to develop to upgrade their business, or rather. Linda, in each and every village, in each and every estate, in each and every area in my ward, I've tried to come up with a WhatsApp group that at least whenever there is a sensitization, there is something that youths should be aware, the message will be passed through all the WhatsApp groups. Number two, I've also tried to come up with an investment group. We call it YATI. YATI in full means young and ambitious Tudor investors.
All right.
And actually that is my brainchild. That is my brainchild. And I thought it wise to bring the youth together. So you see, sometimes it becomes very hard to reach all youths at the same time. But at least if you can find each and every area leadership as far as youth groups is concerned, at least if you pass the information to them, at least the information will reach, even if not all, but most of them. So that is what I've tried to do so much. And also I've come up with a program and a plan that each and every weekend, even plan. I just walk randomly, and any day, anytime that I feel like I should be at a certain place, I'll just go alone and engage youths. And as per that, we have seen a lot of changes. We have seen a lot of developments. Who have accessed even some of the funds in different departments. And they are proud. They can say that through our Mheshimiwa, we were lucky to access all these funds. That is what I'm doing, Linda.
Okay, well, because of the interest of time, we'll not be able to take a look at some of the key things that you promised, and probably your people would feel like they have not been addressed. But I would ask this key question: in the next 2 years of office, what do you guarantee your people as it stands today? The issues of sewerage, they're still grappling with poverty and all that. I mean, how then do you affirm and confirm to them that this will be addressed before you end time in office?
Linda, actually, when we were starting, there is something that I did not tell you.
Yeah.
Linda, I'm the only MCA who had its manifesto, and I am the only MCA who launched his manifesto in the entire county. I don't know whether in the entire country or county, but in our country, I'm the only MCA who had his manifesto. And Linda, as every morning when I go to the office, I am an MCA who reports to the office at 7 exactly. I'm in the office, and every morning when I go to the office, Linda, the first thing that you'll find on my table is my manifesto. And my manifesto, I just failed to tell you, I have done it. I have fulfilled it 75%.
75%, okay.
75% matters to do with sewage system, sewage whatever. I have dealt with them, and I'm very, very thankful and grateful to the county government of Mombasa. We have worked together. We've been cooperating well, and Linda, I'm telling you, in the next 2 years, even if there is nothing that I'll do, but at least 75%, I think, can guarantee me a second term.
All right, that can only be confirmed by the people of your ward, but all the same, if it is so, then we say congratulations, because that is our core mission right here on Pledge Watch, where, of course, we take a look at the promises that have been made, whether they've been achieved. If not achieved, we question why. If achieved, then we celebrate that. Tudor MCA, all the way from Vita constituency, Mombasa County, thank you so much for your time. Briefly, in a minute or so, we can allow you to say something as we get to wind up. Your parting shots.
Yeah, my parting shot, Linda, is just I was given 5 years. I've consumed 3 years. They should wait for more goodies for the coming 1.5 year, because not actually one and a half year, for the coming 1 year, because the 1 year that is left will be for us to campaign. So in the next 1 year, I would like to finish my work in the coming 6 months, or rather 7 or 9 months. Then the rest I'll just leave for them to ascertain, to assess whether I'm able for another term or they will fire me home. But I'm praying that they should give me another term so that I may finish all my projects and the promises that I promised to the people. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Honorable Tobias Samba. You just pulled your campaign right here, so I'll be sending my invoice all the way to you. That is from TV47. Thank you so much for your time. But not before we take a look at this interesting story. Now, the donkey is known